So I came across this story and honestly, I don't know whether to be angry, sad, or completely baffled, because this is one of those cases where everything is insane in every possible ways, and it all starts with a TikTok. And honestly, I'm like a scavenger when it comes to mainstream cases. I am always hunting for them, way too hungry for them, always trying to decipher them. Just that I really wish this one had taken a very different turn. So Sarah Gilson was 43 years old, mom of two, living in Oklahoma. She had a TikTok account around 30,000 followers, pretty much a normal lifestyle content creator kind of thing. She was also married to a man named Jeremiah Duffy, who went by Sean Duffy on social media, which I really don't know why, I can't tell you. Now, on the 9th of June, police contacted Sarah and told her that her husband had been accused of molesting a minor. Just so you know, the minor was 15 years old girl who played on a basketball team that Duffy coached himself. Yikes. It's just creepy and disgusting. Duffy usually coached children's basketball, and according to police, what happened wasn't just a one-time thing. So similar things have been happening and been reported to police across multiple states and law enforcement jurisdiction over a long period of time. So this wasn't a new behavior. This man had apparently been doing this for a while across multiple states and was still coaching a girls basketball team. So here is a serial PD3 hole, and it just keeps going, and it just keeps getting granted the chance to commit more of his atrocities. That is damn scary, bro. So Sarah found all of this out, and her being smart, she immediately filed for an emergency protective order against him, and he gets granted the very next day. He is legally ordered to stay 100 yards away from her and her home all the times. And then Sarah did something very Sarah. She got on TikTok. On July 11th, she posted a video following that trend at the time where people would pretend to be sitting for a Netflix, documentary interview. And her caption said, "Preparing for when Netflix drop a documentary about my soon-to-be ex-husband, who I just found out is a P3D hoe." And honestly, good for her. I understand why she did it. She was probably angry. She wanted people to know who this goofy man was. Luckily enough, this video went viral, nearly 18 million views. But here is where I have to be honest about something uncomfortable. That video also told Duffy exactly where she stands, exactly how public this was becoming, and exactly how much she wasn't going to let it go quiet. And I'm not saying she did anything wrong. She did absolutely nothing wrong. Because thinking of the position she was in, it was genuinely unsettling in my opinion. Now, let's talk about Duffy for a second. After the incident with the girl was reported, him trying to, get sympathy, this man threatened to kill himself and went into hiding. He completely disappeared and police couldn't find him. So, just to recap, he is accused of molesting a child. He threatens suicide. He vanishes. There is a protective order against this douchebag. His wife has just posted a video calling him out as a PD3 hoe to millions of people. And at no point did anyone manage to find this greasy gollum to bring him in. He was just out there, somewhere, like, with a gun, apparently, as well. Because 13 days later, so almost a week after Sarah posted that video, Duffy showed up at a house. That already just make my stomach a little bit upset and gives me creeps already. That is terrifying. He is meant to literally stay 100 yards away from her, and this motherfucker is basically breaking the rules. Now, on the night of the 24th of July, a 911 dispatcher received a call from Sarah's address. They could hear a woman screaming, then what sounded like a gunshot, then nothing.
32 and 66, I'm trying to reach him back, but I could hear a female in the background screaming and crying. some sort of loud bang in the background.
That old male that we were looking for a few weeks ago after he got caught kissing a juvenile.
They tried calling back, but they got no answer. Moments later, another 911 call came in from a neighbor's house. It was Sarah's son calling to say his stepfather had just shot his mother. Our son made that call. That is just sad. Like, I'm not even too sure what to say here. Like, did they just kill her in front of the son? If that was the case, that is just pure insanity from this man. When the police arrived, they found both Sarah and Duffy dead from gunshot wound to the head. This absolute deranged maniac just decided, since my wife thinks I'm a P3D, since my wife think I'm a P3D hoe, and blabbed about it to the whole internet, might as well just go over to our house and shoot her. And because I don't want to go to the jail, I might just unalive myself too. Doesn't matter if the child is there, like, who cares? What an absolutely insane and diabolical plan. Just so absurd shit. Like, what the fuck? What was the thought process here? Like, literally, I don't get it. I just realized I had lost a clip. I wasn't recording. I thought I was recording earlier. So let me just wrap it up. Here is where I actually keep coming back with this whole thing. This man coached children's basketball, right? And he was reported multiple times in multiple states. So it wasn't just a, one-time thing over a long period of time. And yet, he was still coaching. What my brain is just telling me that how on earth did they not just somehow catch him? Do you get what I mean? Like, how was he able to go scot-free? It was basically reported. Why didn't they detain this fucking Gollum? Why didn't they detain this fucking bitch? And he also threatened to kill himself after being fucking caught. 4K. I don't know. But after being fucking caught, he was threatening to kill himself. And he disappeared into thin air while it was under protective order. And I have to critique the protective order a little bit, because yes, I understand that it is a protective order. You write something on a piece of paper that says, oh, motherfucker, stay 100 yards away from me because the judge says so, right? But you can't use that to stop a man that is determined to kill you, especially when he has a gun. Anyways, Sarah did everything right. She, went to the police. She got the order. She spoke publicly about all of this stuff to basically warn everyone about it as well. And that was a bold move from her, right? She was also protecting her children and herself the best way she thinks she can, which is great. And this man, this Gollum, this coward, just showed up one night at a door just to fucking kill her. It's just unnecessary, bro. It doesn't make sense. This fucking maniac, this psycho. I don't think they should have they should just lock him up. I don't know why they reported him and then didn't lock him up. It doesn't make sense. They know he did something wrong. Why didn't they fucking arrest him? Like, literally, they still let that motherfucker walk free. Now I have to tell you this. There was also a fundraiser set up for the children. And on the fundraiser, it says Sarah was an incredible mother, that our children was a center of a world, that she loved her family fiercely and she would do anything for them, work hard to provide for them. And she also had, 30,000 followers on TikTok, so she was pretty big. And she just made a video that got 18 million views that literally got her killed. Sometimes you should be happy that you're not going viral, I guess. That's the only way to spin this. I'm not trying to, do anything wrong. Respect to the, dead. And yeah, it is just absolutely insane. This video wasn't really much of a deep dive, but there isn't nothing to really deep dive into apart from the fact that it is just deranged and insane of what this absolute, again, Gollum did. But yeah, man, it was a tragedy and I feel sorry for the children and all of that. And yeah, man,